A secret society built Blackbird Estate for a specific purpose. Not even the family living there now knows what it was. So, this is Spider, Rite of the Shrouded Moon. And we are the titular Spider. No title screen. Very little plot available to us. Very, very simple movement. But bugs. That's why I'm here. I don't normally do totally blind playthroughs of a game. This is a totally blind playthrough of the game. I don't even know how, like, the controls work. I got a pretty good idea, though. Hold B and aim. Spin a thread. Or D-pad to find aim. That's pretty solid controls. There's a slight curvature to our jump, as indicated by the arrows. Let's make a triangle. Turn it into a web. Look at that cute little animation, and the bugs bounce around in the web. There's nice little physics in the web. They are devoured. I am trapped inside this little room ever since I entered it. It seems like all that was outside was a weather vane. So I don't think we're missing much out there. But we will have to be somewhat careful. There should be a lot to find in this game. This is a mobile game with arcade style, like, gameplay. But it's also an adventure mystery solving game where the spider is here to eat bugs. That is our goal in life. We wish to make webs to eat bugs. So we came to this creepy, possibly abandoned mansion where bugs are plentiful. And we intend to eat them. Scare the moth into the web? That could be worth a shot. It worked. I ate the moth. Look at my top-down view. A lot of details on this spider. The bugs are pretty realistic in this game. Oh, we can just leap right off of our web. The controller support is actually pretty intuitive. And I'm surprised. Because I played the prequel to this game. The controls there were not exceptionally intuitive. Remember, the webs are made from enclosed geometric shapes. So yeah, web has to touch and form a two-dimensional shape, which our spider is exceptionally good at understanding. Up, high score time. So this is where we're learning about the arcade gameplay. Now we have finite silk. But we have a lot of silk. Also, here we go. We can look around the map. We have fantastic eyesight because we are a jumping spider. Jumping spiders actually do have fantastic eyesight. Some species have better eyesight than our own. And replace their retinas every night. No one truly knows what that means, not even God. Oh hey, I'm outside. There we go, a reminder / tutorial on how to do what I just did. A horseshoe. So this is the introduction to the arcade style gameplay. You can see how this would work as a casual, casual mobile game. But while we are exploring, as the player, we will be learning more about the creepy mansion. And it is entirely optional and missable. all the information about the creepy manor. Let's make this into a web. We get more points. Ooh, unique butterfly. The multiplier attached. We get more points for eating bugs without touching the ground. Unfortunately, the way I've set up my webs, I have to touch the ground. At some point. See, there we go. Lose my multiplier. That was pretty much unavoidable, though, because those were the only 2 bugs outside. Spin a web over there, and my other web should be right about there. Yep, that worked. But before I eat them, I'm gonna try spinning an additional web. See what sort of combo I can get going. And attach webs to other webs that already exist, and in doing so, plummet all the way to the ground. Let's try this again. This should attach. We're fine. Eating bugs restores our silk, or at least it did in the first game. Let's find out if it still does. And it certainly does. That bug is worth 2 silk. We also do not need to eat every single bug, unless we want a high score. See, there's a spare bug, but we can leave. I'm not playing this for a high score. I think I have leaderboard uploads disabled at the moment. What I'm interested in is the mystery. And seeing bugs. Lovingly rendered. Devouring one another. Oh hey, there's a bug down here all along. Curious about this one because it appears to be a different type of bug. I don't know what it was, but if I can eat a unique new type of bug, I'm gonna try it. Expand my palate as an insect ingestor. And then breaking reality, we leave each level by entering a portal to elsewhere. Here's another huge gimmick of Rite of the Shrouded Moon. The levels change based on our actual real-world weather outside my door. And time of day, and phase of the moon. Apparently, yeah, it's keeping track of whether it's daytime, nighttime, daytime raining, and nighttime raining. 4 different variants of this level. And then different bugs will spawn under further level conditions. It is a ridiculous system that is pretty damn unique. I've never really seen anything quite like it. Clearly, also suited to mobile game status. Okay, I cannot seem to get the grasshopper into the web. There it goes. Gotcha now. Some kind of creepy night in the background. Also a pretty great soundtrack. I quite like the music in this game. We can attach webs to one another. Just an easy way to make much larger webs. I find it best to just make a gigantic web and then start chowing down. You don't scare me, Low Silk. I think just about here get us the world's biggest web. Yeah, if I jump over here. Beautiful. There was a bug up here. I'm gonna try and scare him. Head on down. Enter my web. Okay, I gotta start eating, unfortunately. Ooh. Collectibles. Some of the bugs are collectibles. They don't seem to be as generous with silk as they were in the first game. It's still the first handful of levels. Silk is already becoming the problem. A little hourglass web for our eating purposes. Kind of playing fast and loose with jumps. Ooh, they're also very generous with what counts as a triangle. That definitely should not have counted. So the first game is called Spider: The Secret of Bryce Manor. And the gameplay is effectively identical. It's just been tuned up a little bit. For the sake of convenience. Better technical performance. Head on back. A special prize for you. Secret of Bryce Manor was a fairly popular cell phone game. This level appears to have multiple rooms. Wow, that's interesting. And debris I can mess around with. And the Bryces are here. Hornets have to be tackled, but they do not require any webs to devour. Nice. Good way to get our web back. Oh, we're running low. So it's a good thing I know a little bit about Bryce Manor. Because apparently it's going to be relevant to the plot of this game. It's one of those direct sequels, not just spiritual sequels. So here we have L.S. Bryce. And some blackbirds. He's, I don't know, a grumpy patriarch of the blackbird family? In some unknown capacity? Hard to tell what his relation might be, just by looking at that. And a secret song? Wow. We're gonna play some piano. Soon enough. Wonder will I get a bonus again if I eat this next grasshopper? Worth a shot. This is an awkward jump, which almost worked anyway. Figured they would give me that. How generous they've been. Oh no, you don't. Yeah, he jumps when you scare him off the ground. New rank. More bugs. Secret of Bryce Manor, I own. I've been playing it on my cell phone. Unfortunately, I have it on Android. It is broken to hell on Android. Virtually unplayable. When you try to swipe the screen to jump, most of the time, your spider will just sit there and stare at you. Which renders the game like jumping is the game. You're not getting very far. with broken jumps like that. So I didn't get very far. It would take me a super long time to get through basically any room in the game. I can disable these high score uploads. Don't need them. So I had a rough time enjoying Secret of Bryce Manor. I still did enjoy it somewhat, but it was so frustrating. I would have like the perfect timing, the perfect setup, and then my jump wouldn't fire 10 times in a row, and all the bugs would escape. Track down new clues to solve the mystery. What's this clue all about? Reforce time. Do I have to play this to figure out what the clue is? Go get out my guitar. Oh, there were 3 clues in there. How did I miss 2 clues? Interesting. Nice, like, wood carving of our spider. That's so cool. With the red pedipalps. Ready to devour. Little bug. Apparently we can unlock further spider types just like webbed. This game, its biggest claim to fame probably, is that it has the world's longest speedrun. The 100% category. The speedrun is to get all achievements, which requires SWAT houseflies when they land. By jumping on them? Let's try that. Didn't work. It requires you to play during each of the 4 conditions, every single level, during each of the 4 weather conditions and times of day. And during each phase of the moon. Which is to say, the person who played it took 525 hours, I believe, to get that 100% run. And that is effectively the fastest anyone can do it because of the phase of the moon requirement. That's how long it takes for the moon to go through all of its phases. Got a clue. So yeah, effectively 25 days, I believe. I did the math, and it was almost exactly 25 days to complete a 100% speed run of this game. Played consecutively, although I have to imagine the person was not actually sitting at their computer during every hour of those 25 days. They probably just left the recording running for a little while. That looks like a new type of moth, which I must consume. Sate my moth desires. Pretty ridiculous to even want a speed run. It takes 25 days, but you do it once, you got that world record forever. No one's ever going to challenge it. Secrets are returning from the Secret of Bryce Manor, the original game. You can find hidden bugs, which are often accompanied by hidden objects, which further deepen the lore of the game. But the developers are quick to note, you can just ignore the lore. It is not necessary for your enjoyment. Can't say I know what SWAT means in the context of this game. Oh, I do now. So, like, if you jump directly on top of the fly, you appear to consume them. Very, very thin web. It looks like it's too thin to grab the bugs. Almost. Some bugs can get grabbed in there. Good. One of my crutches is making hourglass webs. They're just kind of easier from a geometric standpoint. Triangles are the easiest shape to make for me. And for this spider. Oh, I went through the portal. So it's a good thing I got the secret earlier, because the portal spawns between you and the secret. "12 out of 16 bugs. I am once again a keeper. This game is a keeper." It's a really cool, unique style of game. But where it gets really, really unique is in the storytelling, because our bug doesn't care about the storytelling. We do. I do, at least. Okay. It's like the overall area has multiple clues in it, so we probably have all the clues for that first area, and probably for the second area as well. Apparently a clue is this. I mean, that crank makes it look like a record player. I imagine some of the more rare insects will be harder to find. Into the kitchen. I won't be going for 100%, but I definitely want to clear up all the bugs and probably find all the clues. Whatever that may take. Oh, you just touch an ant and you eat them immediately. That's somewhat true of jumping spiders. Got them both. But I've absolutely seen jumping spiders hunt ants and then fail to actually catch the ant. Just walk right over the ant. Spiders have a hard time hunting ants. They're too damn small. Webbed actually got it right. They have a redback spider who hunts ants, because actual redback spiders hunt ants very effectively. I shouldn't be spending my webs here. I want to see if the ant will get stuck in the web. No. Also scientifically accurate. Webs have too many gaps in them for ants to be captured. Redback spiders have to do a specific tripline technique, which only they have mastered. Get back in my web. You're going deep into the kitchen. I do not appreciate it. I think the moths only have 2 perches, so it's going to try and go back to where it lives and get there briefly. I wonder if I can swat them too, the way I swatted the flies. Not too concerned about that Skeeto. I might have missed my chance to go to another secret area. No. Now the portal is in the secret area, which, oh my god, it's the floor. That's so cool. Now we can see top down on other bugs. Wow. Perspective. This whole level makes me feel like I'm playing Bad Mojo, the cockroach game that is similar in nature. A bag of probably garlic, or a whole bucket of garlic. These are people who know how to cook. Whatever you're making, throw an entire clove of garlic in there. And a full carrot. Don't clean anything so that ants and moths run amok. Ooh, a fast ant. That was a different type of ant. This is a ridiculously simple concept that is... They do so much with it. This is unbelievably well done. The first game is dirt simple. It's a cool idea. They don't do much with it. It seems like this is the one where they decided to do things with it. I remember my first time getting Platinum God in Isaac. That was rough stuff. But once you do it once, you sort of get hooked. And I'm well on my way to Dead God in the final expansion, which is 100% in... Ooh. 100% in the most recent game, with all of its twice as much content. We got up the water spout because we are indeed the itsy bitsy spider. And then we ate an entire beehive. What's this thing? Okay, this is a shiny surface, which means we cannot grab on it, we can't walk on it. We certainly can't build webs on it. We cannot interact with it at all. I think those bees will escape if you allow them. Seen that white moth before. I haven't seen the blue butterfly. I think I might need to eat that one. Yeah, that's a good call. Repentance. Once you get it in your head that you are capable of 100%ing it, that's the rest of your life. Gone down the drain. You have just committed to countless hundreds of thousands of hours. Probably not hundreds of thousands, but definitely hundreds, and probably thousands. I, at the very least, can do it on stream. And even that, I've temporarily given up on. This is a replacement spider game, while I'm taking a break from Arachna, my favorite Isaac character who is not actually in the game. Oh, that was a monarch. Chase you into my web. The blue butterfly escaped. It appears to have left the level. I think it landed right in my web. Nope, blue butterfly's here. Ooh, look at that. Perched. Ready to be devoured. Not gonna make it easy, though. Got him. How much further up does this level go? Oh, I just leapt out of the level. Certain I've seen that white moth before. There are so many more bugs up here. Okay, this is the end of it. Didn't find any secrets or mysteries or anything. I think we're done with this level. Feel like we got all the unique bugs. I wonder when it shifts to night. Like, what does this game count as nighttime? Patient services. Blah, blah, blah. Manually change time. There we go. We have a time machine. So we can shift things. Can I disable the time machine? Apparently not. Into the guest bedroom. This is quite a large manor for being a single subset of levels in a game with who knows how many subsets of levels. Nighttime seems to be mostly a matter of non-web-based bugs. Shish kebab, pretty nice. You legitimately cannot get a fly in midair. Oh, that was pretty cool. Bugs hanging out in a bottle. I just shake him out of there. E. Bryce and SB Blackbird. I don't think we're going to get any first names, just initials. Last names are very important, letting us know what family everyone is from. Their relation is to one another, because that is where a lot of the intrigue comes into play. It should be a secret area. Can I turn on the light? Why would I? Trying to hunt nocturnal bugs. But the light attracts moths. Secret. But not technically a clue. A picture of N. Bryce with hearts drawn all over it. The first game was all about a love triangle between like two brothers and a woman that they both were in love with. And I think it escalated into murder. Some of them certainly died. Obviously, modern storytelling indicates there was probably murder involved. Ah! There must be a way to activate this. D, E, F, G. Yep. Can I play these? I can play them. That means I think we're gonna have to play the notes that I found. And I do not remember how to read music. Anyone beat the original Silent Hill? Want to help me out here? Or the notes will activate the box, which then will get the gears turning. I have to exit to the main menu to get the box to reappear, or the sheet music to reappear. So, when I get back there, I will do so. Gotcha. Got enough for the portal. Should probably just leave, as I do think I will have to come back here to play the organ from the inside. Didn't even mean to grab that guy. I'll take it. Most delicious was the Black Hornet. So I got all three clues for this segment of the manor. The estate, I guess. Because we're in the manor, and the rest of the estate will be like the yard and stuff. Estate referring to the entire property. Okay. Yep, I see ya. Here are the notes. So that's like... EBGDAE. Or the other way around. It's been a long time since I read sheet music. God damn. It is embarrassing to try and guess. Okay, F, and then A is all the way at the top. Maybe I can make it in a single jump. I can. Feels good. And 2 jumps required here. That was the secret code. And now the dynamite activates, and Yosemite Sam explodes. Oh, I'm not doing that. The spider just solved the mystery on its own. Which, apparently the mystery was that the painting was a 3D model all this time. Who'd have thought? Rank Searcher. What did that accomplish? Oh, a new area, the vault. Where new secrets await. Cult imagery in the background. Cult bugs in the sky. I assume fireflies belong to cults. Prove me wrong. How else would they generate light without generating heat? As was the myth for my entire childhood. It's surprising how far science has come since I was a kid. Basically every mystery that no one could figure out has been solved. It turns out the mystery was we were just wrong and we didn't look right. It was right in front of our face. Oh, I want to do that. Once I start weaving a web, apparently I can't stop it. You could in the original. But if there is a way to do it here, I haven't figured it out. Cricket! Hell yeah. Delicious. Delectable cricket. More crickets. Something is probably in this bowl here. Just, candy wrappers. I can't walk on the walls, so gotta leap out. Oh! An actual enemy eating my webs. That's something I've never experienced in one of these games before. Was not ready for that. But when I have a rematch, I'm gonna eat that guy. One way or another. He's ready for me. Gotta take a pit stop for additional crickets. There are 2 of them stacked up here. Yep. Nice multiplier. However, aha! After he charges, he gets confused. Oh! He ate the last of my silk. And I ate him. So that makes this level actually hard. I have to be extremely efficient from here on out. And we got crickets up there. I can maybe lure him into one of the existing webs. Gotta try it. Yep. Did it in one shot. Maybe I'm good at this game. Maybe it's a really easy arcade game that is just designed to waste your time while you're waiting at the doctor's office or whatever. Let's see if we can land this. Not quite. Yeah, with my curvature. I don't have a way to land that. Well, I've got 2 webs. I think I can do it in 2. If I actually land one of these things at some point. I'm feeding. Don't worry about it. There, I ate everybody. And I had to for the secret level. But we appear to have completed the secret level. I probably should have read what is underneath that background diamond more closely. I was too focused on playing the game. I'm doing exactly what I said I wasn't going to do, and treating this like an arcade game. But thank you to Blast Tyrant for translating the clue into the secret level. Otherwise, we would not have seen that today. I would have had to come back. Spider unlocked. We can now be Regius. I like the splash of red, but look at this one. Terrifying to that tiny little ant. Up. Hornet's here. I already ate you. I'm not worried about you. There's another room in the vault. C.K. Bryce. Good thing I came back. So C.K. Bryce, someone's been using him as a dartboard. This is not the man who had the portrait with hearts drawn on it. So, his brother, I believe, N. Bryce, has been throwing those darts. There has to be a way in here. Yep, it's actually really, really easy to get in there. Someone drilled a hole in already. And it's full of ants. And silver. Bars of silver. Smelted. Ready to go. This room appears to have a bit of a secret treasure room. I never noticed this in the background, but right here is a seam in the wall. And we can see through it. There's some parallax scrolling. And I just opened it up. Or switched it for a different thing. What have we here indeed? Well, we can switch it back, but don't want to do that. I was still investigating that. So I guess we can't go back there, but we can explore this orb. With a big square on it. What does it mean? We've seen a picture with... Oh, it was C.K. Bryce. And I think S. Bryce. Both of them holding orbs. We saw the other orb, and now we're seeing this orb. What the hell do the orbs mean? I don't know. A confusing symbol in the center. Okay. Like a statue of a demon with its head resting in its hand. That has a little bent I-beam next to it. Then you go to a bird statue and you point at it. Then you go to a Tetris block underneath an archway. Then finally, you go to a windmill. This is gonna get complicated. The way we are communicating mysteries to a spider who's just trying to eat, to survive. Daytime and nighttime is somehow related to the extremely mysterious symbol in the center, which appears to be like a simultaneous half-sun, half-moon pendant, maybe? And that is related to the drop symbol. We'll have to keep this in mind, because we haven't even achieved access to all of these things in the picture. But this is going to be quite a game. Yeah, let's stick with the mansion for now. I'll head into the barn later. Although the barn's going to be a good place to explore at night. And it currently is technically night. Muddy footprints here, which slow us down and cause a sticky slime effect. Like a little audio sound, which is neat. I'll have you. Ants are probably also slowed down by the sticky slime. It's getting even more like Bad Mojo. Although if this were Bad Mojo, then touching the sticky slime would kill you almost instantly. That game is brutal. A red ant. Not anymore. Enemies that can defend themselves. What is the world coming to? We're supposed to be the top of the food chain when it comes to bugs. Into a maze. Nothing up top. So I picked the right path. Good thing my eyesight is so good. Pretty much see through walls. What are you guys? Pharaoh ants. You seem to give me a speed boost? Yeah, a gigantic speed boost. Whoosh. Nothing stops the night spider. It wasn't wearing off either. It's still active. These Pharaoh ants are good stuff. Apparently it's hot as hell. Can confirm. This game came out in 2015. And if it were this hot at night in 2015, it would set a world record. Nowadays, that is not the case. VV and DV Blackbird with P Fen. Names to keep in mind. It's got a little Illuminati symbol on its lapel and a wooden arm. Good to know. Yeah, this appears to be a game where you play as a spider. It's not, like, biologically accurate, as spider nerds will whine about. But it's a fun little arcade game. We are a spider. And I keep going through the same exit over and over again. Due to shifting camera angles, it's fine. But we're a spider exploring a derelict mansion. All we care about is eating things. But some kind of terrifying intrigue has occurred in this mansion, which we as the player get to find out about. Although our player character could care less. Now, having played the video game Webbed, and seeing this part of the pipe is clearly a separate piece from the rest of the pipe, suggests to me that it can be moved out of place by attaching a web to it. And then, like, pressurizing that web. So far, no dice. That might not be a mechanic in this game, but definitely we can get to the other side some way. If we do something with the ship in the bottle, we can probably jump into the bottle with a very precise jump off of the pipe. Gonna have to be more precise than that. I didn't realize you could jump when in that view. Wasn't actually that precise. Oh, a clue. Someone went way out of their way to hide this clue. It appears our webs are not as strong as webbed spiders. We made it on top of the counter. It looks like we can platform between the countertops. And that arrow should get us to a new area. We don't get a arrow indicating where we're going. Over up here. This is a little challenging. So here we go. We appear on top of the grandfather clock. And it seems like jumping up would make us leave the area, but no. Going to the base, which implies that we'd be like going into the clock itself, actually sends us back to a previous room. Hence, my mistake. On numerous occasions. Here we go. Ceiling motif. Covered in fire ants. I must have them. There we go. Quite a bit more score. Bunch of symbols on top of the chandelier here. We've got an arrow pointing towards the sun and the infinity symbol. It's just that easy. Oh, hey. We can also go into the gears. For some reason. The main reason, eat a fly. Okay, this is a clue, I guess. Yeah, it's true. A lot of games, like some of the best music in history has been made for video game, like soundtracks, which players then ignore. Put podcasts over it these days. And I am absolutely among them. I'm eating something underneath this chest. I don't want to take that umbrella to climb up. Was that a pharaoh ant? Did they have the gimmick that they can fly away, or is that a different type of ant? Looks very similar to the pharaoh ant that I ate last time. I get a good leap going. I want a chance to grab this thing. It flew away. That was a very accurate shot right into the thing. But it took flight at that moment. Either it was planning to take flight and did that, or they cannot be grabbed from the ground. They have to be webbed up. Further experimentation required. Muddy footprints persist from the last room. Here's where we get to climb the umbrella. What is this thing? A beetle. Big old beetle. Unconcerned with what we are up to. Hey, I ate a gnat. That looks like an extra big fly, too. Moths, we'll eat those soon enough. Prince Carl. Here's to be a brand of tea. I'm gonna guess. Weave a web around the beetle. Chow down. June bug, as it were. I forget what June bugs are. seem to recall looking it up once. And they're actually, like, a very common type of bug. And that's just one of many, many nicknames for that bug. Found a button. What did the button do? Very nice. And it got all 3, including a new one. That was worth it. Oh, I never got one of these ants. It turns out this is a pharaoh ant. Okay, it's a flying ant. New bug type. Glad I did that. Well, I know how to press the button, so if it turns out I have to do it again, it won't actually be all that difficult. But it's entirely possible that button opened up something at a different level, which would further complicate the nature of this game. Drive it right through the roof. We already know it's pretty complicated with the way it conveys information through symbols alone. Master bedroom is a good place to hide stuff. A name like Darkwood. It sounds familiar because I've heard of 1,000 games that include the words dark and wood in the title. So I may or may not have ever heard of that game. But even if I have, it sounds like I should give it a revisit. Or perhaps an initial visit. Depending on what my current knowledge is. It's currently an unknown unknown. Sounds like I should solve that at some point. I could see top-down horror working. It's kind of scary in this game. Being a bug crawling across the floor. It's not uncreepy. Bowler on top of a lamp. A lit lamp at that. That seems dangerous. Windmill in the background. Nice attention to detail. And a rotten sandwich. Less nice attention to detail. Like, it's good attention to detail, but it's gross. We'll say it's a guacamole sandwich. Not rotten at all, it's supposed to look like that. It just went a little wild with the avocado. Cult symbols on the books. At this point, we are under the floorboards inside a lockbox. This is an unbelievably secret area. When it comes to human hands. As a bug, we can get there no problem. Crickets. Where are we even headed? Okay, back to the first room. Here's an alternate way. Let's get to this point. Crawl underneath the dresser. Look around. Head up through the fireplace. I think I did so briefly, but didn't really do anything here. This big sucker. This might be a fly we can capture in a web. Let's give it a shot. Yep. But it can escape. For now, it gets to live. Solve this secret. Have not been in that room, though. Where there's another giant tank fly. And a drawing of S. Bryce. With a sexton. And a light switch. I could flip that. See what happens. If I'm in the room, might as well. I cannot flip the light switch. Double tap. Can't hurt the fly. This fly is stronger than I will ever be. Isn't that when the pay-to-win aspects of Pokemon Go kick in? Like, can't you buy more Pokeballs, or is that one of the few games that doesn't have in-app purchases? Because it would be horrifically predatory, considering that game is marketed towards kids. That hasn't stopped them before. Snack time. Snowberry Clearwing. Delightful name for a dead bug. Yep, that is criminal on the part of, I assume, Nintendo. I also never pay to win in any of those games. If they're free to play, they are not getting a cent out of me. Take that, Hearthstone. Now I'm glad I never spent a penny on your horrible game. Hearthstone is pretty well designed. Moderately fun. Terrible flavor. And, obviously made by one of the worst companies ever. Hey, who's this? Junebug. Big and dopey. Like a helicopter made of rubber. Provocative. Into the sewing room. I probably should have tweeted about playing this game, because I have numerous people on my Twitter who really enjoy bugs. They would probably appreciate this game just as much as the handful of viewers that I did attract are appreciating it. And myself. I've been looking forward to getting this game for a long time, and I finally got it on sale during the summer sale. And it has been worth the wait. They're just scratching the surface, and I already love this game. More clue. Another piece of the fortune cookie note that is somehow more cryptic than your average fortune cookie. This is another mechanical box that surely we can activate somehow. Oh, hey. I didn't realize that was a bug I could grab like that. I think Warframe is the one made by the company that made The Darkness 2 and basically caused them to retire from single-player game development. And good for them that they established such a hit. Snakefly. I don't think I'm familiar with the concept of that real-world bug. Gonna make an hourglass web. Just to get you. Okay, it's gotta be from here up to there. Oh, nice! So it filled in both the webs. Good stuff. The limit has been tested. Didn't go exactly as I'd hoped, but it did still go well. Good experiment. What platforms do I have over there? Nothing. It's a giant void. How am I supposed to get these fireflies? I can get those fireflies. Like this. One more. There's our portal. Don't have to eat the June bug. Gargoyle time. This is part of the larger mystery from within the vault. Let's start actually solving things here. Although I don't know how. That's a thing. Okay, like a timed switch? Yeah. Can I find another one? Found a bunch of symbols, including the mystery symbol. I don't think the order matters at all. Sun. Infinity. Or maybe sunglasses. That'd be more appropriate. And also much funnier. So every other time I tried to solve this puzzle box, I pressed every single button in a specific order. Obviously not the correct thing to do. Let's hit the switch. And awaken the gargoyle. Tried to flip me off. There's our rubber zeppelin, or whatever the bestiary called it. I'm afraid it'll also try and break my web like the giant flies do. I'm trying to avoid that. Set up a nice web between the gargoyles. I actually have a bunch more spider games prepared. Turns out, game developers like to make spider games. It's a certain sort of person that gets into game development. That sort of person tends to be a nerd about creepy, gross stuff that no one else likes. Okay, I've eaten them before. This was the spider game I was most excited about. And I was waiting for a sale to buy it. Okay, we're in the clock. It is active. Very dangerous. A very small window to jump through. I've dealt with worse. Uh-oh. Fire ants going to town. Gonna have to interrupt their synchronized swimming routine. It's pretty manageable. There's another tube inside of this gear. Ooh, that's so many fire ants. And red bees. A whole nest of red bees. I've never seen something so horrifying in this game. Okay, killed them all. That was like a boss fight. We are inside the gargoyle. We switched levels. Impossibly enough. There we go. Gargoyle was jammed with bees. Bee's hive was preventing the gears from turning all the way. So now we have the clue from the gargoyle, which is apparently the solution of the mystery, which is the new moon symbol. Yep, gargoyles, they just can't stand up to papier-mâché nests woven by bees. Yep, there it is. Gargoyle flipping off the new moon. think... Oh, it doesn't get us a new level. No bonus level for completing that mystery. Rounds or barn. We had barn earlier. This is technically an earlier level. So we'll play them in some semblance of order. Bees. Oh, I knocked the bee unconscious. And ate them. That's kind of mean, actually. I love bees. Bees were the thing that got me into entomology in the first place. I think I've said this before, but anytime I was in, like, a place and a bee showed up, everyone would lose their goddamn minds. Horrified of these bees. And I was like, they're bees. They're harmless. The only reason they might hurt you is if you freak out around them and attack them. And that made me realize a whole lot about the nature of bugs and how they actually don't want to hurt you for the most part. Being scared of them is what causes them to hurt you. And once you're not scared of them anymore, soon you realize how cool they are. If I kick that nest, a bunch of bees will come out. For consumption purposes. Make a sleepy bee, then eat them. Didn't even see that grasshopper. Yeah, bees are adorable. You can take a good close look at them. They look like big, plump, flying kitties with how furry they are. Hard not to like a bee. Like, you gotta really propagandize the hell out of it to make a bee scary. If you're allergic, that's fair, because it can actually kill you. It's unlikely. It doesn't want to. But your fear of it might make it attempt to do so. Free the bees. Yep. One almost got away. But I ate that whole nest. Can't believe I ate the whole thing. Okay, I can't complete the web like that. Just make a tiny web. Do this, and this, and getcha. Grasshopper needs to be scared before it'll jump into my webs. And it is not easily spooked today. Gotcha. Alright. It leapt away from my webs. Snakes are pretty delightful as well. Hard to go wrong with snakes. I too, now that I am a bug enthusiast, like wasps more than bees. And like, I still hear people, everyone likes bees now, because there was a scare where they were gonna go extinct, and if that happens, the world ends, and everyone knows it. But, so everyone loves bees now. They're the one bug that is acceptable. But most people love bees on the condition that they still get to say, fuck wasps though. And that's horrible, because wasps are also very important pollinators. And very good. And, like, even more harmless to humans than bees are. A wasp wants absolutely nothing to do with humans. Didn't mean to do that, but I can still make this work. Why did that not form a web? That was strange. Wait for it. I got a web for you, coming right up. got plenty of webs to do this. Strong web. Yes! I got the cluster fly. And what a cluster fly it was to get that thing. Off to the portal. I got my cluster fly. I'm more than happy with this level. Nothing terribly interesting here either. Just outside the barn. Into the barn. I can't complain about triangles. I can't say I have ever thought too much about my favorite geometry. Hexagon ain't half bad, though. Maybe I have to web that ant. In a top-down environment, you bait them out, you matador them, and then they get confused and then you eat them. Right now, this thing is taking me to task, so I'm gonna ignore it. Probably don't need to eat it anyway. We got another clue. You've seen that triangle of symbols before. The crystal, the target, and the blood drop. Why is this hole in the ceiling here? And there's a cluster fly. Gotta make a strong web if I want to eat that. More symbols around the outside, with symbols missing apparently. And a star in the center, which possibly contains further information that I don't have right now. Jumping ant. Consumed. Crap. Did not mean to shoot that web there. How does one shot web? I need to learn quickly, since I only got 3 left. Careful. I think I need to do this in 2 shots, but I don't have the distance for it, really. Try this. From here to there. Strong web. Another cluster fly. Worth 2,000 points. Back on our portal. That's what the hole in the ceiling was for. That's where the portal spawns. Still don't know how to get that ant. Almost out of webs. I think we're all set. That cluster fly was so delicious. Got us out of here clean. Back to the barn. I'm actually noticing there's a big triangle in the upper left here on the map. Might be an area we unlock later. Or it might be part of a puzzle. I'm gonna guess the latter. Into the hayloft. Got drawings of a guy with a gun on top of a tractor. And some other form down at the bottom. Also looks humanoid. Okay, that's an army man. I thought that was a crayon drawing done on a bale of hay. I was about to ask how that works. But it doesn't work, and it doesn't have to work, because that's not the case. Hey. Found a secret tower inside a bale of hay. Surprisingly, no needle in there. But if there is a needle, I'm gonna find it. Sooner or later, there's an arrow pointing up. That is a new way to go. Which reminds me of one of my rules in life. If a t-shirt has text on it, and that text doesn't work better with an arrow pointing down, do not buy that t-shirt. Particularly if the arrow pointing down is actually on the t-shirt. That is a reason to buy the t-shirt. Band names don't count, which is why I get to keep my entire arsenal of shirts. Although if your band name works better with an arrow pointing down, I might have a new favorite band. Once I find out about you. Okay, hanging garlic. I was wondering what the hell this was. The graphical style kind of craps out sometimes. Oh, and a dead bird. Don't have to eat these flies. Don't have to eat anyone else. Tool, that works. Clutch works, which... don't do that. Don't have a clutch shirt with an arrow pointing down, but... it works. And... out of the hay. Where are we off to next? Didn't get any new bugs there. Haven't seen a new bug in a while. I guess that's punishment for getting 2/3 of the bugs so early on. Windmill sails. There's supposed to be a clue here on the windmill, which is moving constantly. This is such a cool level. How do the webs work here? Like, will the webs also move around? The bugs do, relative to the windmill. It's gonna be hard to aim with the windmill going like this. Careful. Ooh, a dragonfly. My chelicerae are watering. Oh, it's one of the ones you knock out and then eat. I know that now, but can I get to it while it's still knocked out? Or will it wake back up? Yeah, it woke back up. Oh, here's a clue. Although it didn't count as a clue. So the clue is that the symbol... it's like one... I can't zoom in again. There we go. That's pretty zoomed in. One with a dot over it so as to make sure we know that's the right way up. Although we would have known that from the symbol next to it. What value could the number 1 next to that symbol possibly give us? I've been too slow. But my web seems to persist. Chow down. I cannot leave without this dragonfly. So bring us back. Get ready to tackle it. It was stuck for a second there. Gotcha! Good stuff. So we swing down. Get ready to jump off. The time comes. There we go. This time it swung me right in there. One web and enough bugs to open that portal. Now it's not fall, so I don't know why the leaves are falling. Apparently doesn't care about time of year. Only temperature and weather. And moon phase. That seems like a level that might have been the final one for the barn, but apparently not. We do have inside the windmill. We have crept in. You got a bee. Gonna have to be careful here. Turn back. I think it's gonna. Did I make that happen somehow? Okay, I can't build webs. Okay, I can build webs off of the gear. But they break, of course. Oh, I can't build webs off of this thing on the wall. That was the problem. So now we got a little time challenge for our webs. A minor and simple one, but it indicates that we might be going places. Yep, this is a pretty complicated level. Much more complicated than any we've seen before. Unless something about that yellow spot there is a secret. Then there's simply nothing up this way. Let's find out. Right about now. Climb. Oh, we can't climb through there. We can jump in there. Ooh, that's a real careful shot. Nailed it. Who's this little creature? And what do they taste like? Let's find out. I think we've had one of these before. Yeah. Clear wing, something or other. But if we had missed it previously, that's our chance to get a new one. Fine. There we go. That's one way to save your webs. Not a very useful room. This, unfortunately, was just a big old dead end. Ride the wheel back around. Come on. Actually, I don't know if I want to go up here. Yeah, I don't want to go down. Down's a waste of my time. So yeah, up to the top. We can go through some secret stuff. We can also devour a bunch of bees. They're going the other way. Was not ready for that. Got one. I think one of them escaped. I can live with that. That's a pretty good hit count. There are one or two places beside England that have kings. Actually, England doesn't have a king right now. If I understand the nature of England, which I'm not certain that I do, nor do I care to. I know they don't have a prime minister. Suck it, England. You are not responsible enough for such things. Granted, it's not necessarily a privilege, but whatever. Looks like I can land on that triangle Yeah. Cast webs on there. So we've seen this before. Like, indications of how to spin the thing and what symbols to come up with when we do so. But it's not spinning. It's not attached to anything. Also, who designed this? Things are getting real weird here. B. 2 Bs. Keep tapping the web spin button. Never a good idea. Unfortunately made that on the gear, so I only had a second there. But I made it work. Come on. Get in my web. No, you wanna. This should do it. You know, this might be a web-style puzzle where we attach this thing to that thing. Okay, fortunately not. But also kind of unfortunate, because that would be kind of cool. There we go, yeah, the web just breaks. You can't turn the web using the gears. Not quite. I think I can make a nice big web this way. But for some reason, it's not happening. Be like this. Yeah, that worked. Let's see how many more bugs I have and how many I'm gonna need. I need that grasshopper. Both of them even. Scare them into my web area. And scare him in my web. Got your friend. Join him. That did it. So this is a complicated level, and I didn't make much sense of it. I probably missed a lot of what was cool about it. Which means we will probably be back. I can say that for many of these levels. Perhaps all of them. Maybe I have to go through every single level in every single weather condition. But for now, this gigantic room is completed. Anytime now. There we go. Oh, I got crushed by something. I don't know what. But I'm in. This chain can hurt me, apparently. I finally made it in to this contraption. Wherein lies the final clue for this mystery. Now, these symbols are all on the plates that we found inside the barn. We do have to memorize the plates. I don't have them on hand. They, like, lock over one another. Yep. Okay. They move easily enough. It's gonna be Squiggle. Weird thing. Other weird thing. Weird thing is overwritten by the lightning strike because the single cutout should be at the top. So like, yeah, squiggle. Really good thing they put the symbols here for us, because I need them. Squiggle, and then the lightning strike, which I guess is the lower symbol there among the two. It looks nothing like the one on this plate. But the lower symbol looks more like the one on the switches, so I guess I gotta go with that. Followed by, back to this plate, the curly Q, which again doesn't look exactly like either of the symbols we got next in the third column, but I guess it looks more like the upper one. Yeah, significantly more like the upper one. And then Star of David and Null Set, which are top and then bottom. And then finally back to this one for the crossed out C and backward C, which is at the top there very clearly. So back inside the windmill, it should be down, down, up, up, down, down. Carefully input this code so I don't undo the switches. You've got a little bit of resistance when you jump into them. Yep. Missed that one. Wait, wasn't it? That's right, yeah, I'm doing this entirely backwards. Somehow? Yeah, it was this way. Okay. So I misremembered what I was supposed to do. Like, I read it wrong on the clue sheet, but I remembered it right here. Good thing, too. I thought it was down, down for the last two, but no, clearly. C backwards C. So we hook this up. It's in the background, though, so I can't manipulate it, but we got another gear turning. Hooray! Mystery solved one way or another. Surely there's another level in the barn, yeah. We gotta go for that 3 of 3. And the clues. Yeah, I definitely prefer cold weather. The colder the better. The only upper limit is when the weather kills you. At that point, I tend to prefer they be slightly warmer. Everything up to that point, I'll take it gladly. Free gnats. They almost seem like background objects because they're so tiny. I gotta check the pin board for what the gnats look like. They gotta be almost invisible. Lots of bugs in the sink, as expected. A very disturbing slicing implement here in the milk house, and a bunch of poisonous chemicals on the floor. Should be able to climb up the sink from this direction for no reason. I've already gotten there from the other direction. Ooh. Blood in the mirror. Someone punched this thing out or was slammed into it. This hammer might have been involved. Intrigue. I think I'm gonna stream again tomorrow because I'm really, really, really into this game and I've been waiting to play it for like a year at this point. And I'll probably stream a little later. Where did I jump to? Yeah, I'll settle on an exact time here soon. Once I'm sure we're at the last level. Toy soldier on the ground. I normally don't stream on Saturdays, but I'm going for that Twitch achievement where you stream 25 days out of 30. And I might not even get it, because it is a real pain. Knock down those caterpillars, and then... Then what? Jumping them doesn't work. Guess I gotta web them. These are very cute caterpillars. More importantly, very delicious caterpillars. Let's go for some really ridiculous geometry here. Scare ya into the web. No such luck. Other way. Caterpillars are wise to my web-slinging ways, because they have slung webs themselves. Okay, it's climbing back up to its home. This will be a lethal error if I play my cards right. Gotcha. Or did I? Now I did. Inchworm, not caterpillar. It is not going to evolve into a butterfly. Unless inchworm is another name for caterpillar. Because every bug has 10,000 names. I jumped right onto the blade of an axe. And I'm still fine. This is also a bottle of chloroform. One assumes. Being poured onto a rag here. I think the title of this stream says it all. We are a crime scene insect ingester. This is a mansion where something terrible has happened. And we are here because it is abandoned. And therefore, bugs have taken over. So we want to eat the bugs. But along the way, we have the opportunity to solve the mystery of what happened here. I think I gotta do like this? No. The light bulb is too hot. If I touch it, I fall down. That's a good shot, though. Don't want to do this. So fortunately, I didn't. And here should be the ultimate smorgasbord of delectable moths. Look at them all. I reached max multiplier immediately. I did not, however, open the portal to freedom. As of this moment, this is the first indication that there might be a murder. So far, there have been strange symbols scrawled all over the place, indicating cult activity. But the symbols have been used as locks, and we do not have the full knowledge of what the symbols mean so as to open those locks. But we're getting there. But obviously, cult activity is rarely altruistic in nature. So it does seem like there may have been violence perpetrated by the moth, the cult. They're pinning it on the moths. So that's why I'm devouring moths in revenge. I made this part up, which is why it doesn't make any sense. The rest of the game so far has made a fair amount of sense. But it is extremely subtle storytelling until the blood on the mirror. And even that is subtle. We don't know why there's blood on the mirror. There are a number of reasons why that could be the case. I think these are... Okay, those are the bugs I want to get. I think if I build a web between the hammer and the faucet, I can eat a bunch of them. I've certainly got the web to do it. I always wanted to learn sign language. That is a wonderful language that you can speak without using your voice. Which is another benefit. Nope, that's not going to do it. Can't build a web on the sink itself. So I may not have planned this as well as I had hoped. Like, I can't build a vertical web. That makes no sense. I'm going to waste this web. And jump back in there. It would be hard to stream in sign language. I think it is technically doable, and people may or may not have done it. But it certainly presents a challenge, unfortunately. Yes, feed me. We got the portal open. And that's fine. Not going for the high score. Hey! Thank you so much, Dravenlock. You were my first subscriber. And you're still sticking around. That rules. I've been streaming so briefly that my first subscriber has only hit 2 months so far. But it's still very, very highly appreciated. But we'll figure it out eventually. Let's take a look at some of our collection here, our hard-earned bugs. Bad when it rains. It was not raining. But we still managed to eat some. And now I'm up to 6 viewers, right when I was planning to wrap up the stream. Ah, well. Hopefully, some of y'all tune in tomorrow. We are just beginning Spider, Rite of the Shrouded Moon. So, once again, thanks for joining me. Hope you tune in tomorrow, and have an excellent rest of your day.